What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. And today we're going to be reviewing the Nike Cosmic uNITY 2. Starting us off, we talk about the sizing and the price. And the sizing, I recommend you guys go your true to size. If you are a wide footer, I recommend you guys go up half a size. Also, if you have longer feet, I recommend you guys go up half a size. It is a nice, snug, narrow fit with good padding around it, so just keep that in mind. But yes, I recommend you guys go true to size, wide foot or longer feet, half a size. Pricing of the Nike Cosmic uNITY 2 is going to be $160, and what that tells me, the price of admission for this shoe, it needs to be just that good. This shoe needs to be up there with the level of the KD15 because it literally is the exact same price. So is it up there? Is it not? We're about to find that out right now. Starting us off first on the list, we have the style, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. To me, I really like the off-white beige type of colorway. I'm really a fan of that. I don't know, it's kind of cream too, so I just like how simple it is. It looks just like the last year's model, like the first one that ever came out for the Nike Cosmic uNITY 1. You see you got the pink here still, you got the green, nothing too crazy, it ain't really changed that much. But what I will say is the whole designing of the shoe, and I don't know if you guys see it, but for me, when I look at this shoe, it gives me like a dinosaur type of vibe with the bones and the skeleton and even the traction a little bit. Some of you would say sharks, but I'm gonna hit you guys with me also on the Nike emblem. You see that? Like very prehistoric type of vibes, but I'm gonna hit you guys with a throwback too, is what it really reminds me of. One of my favorite TV shows on Jetix at the time, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It reminds me of the Skeleton King. You feel me? That's a way throwback. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what that is. So that was just my speculation on what the designing process of the shoe is, but I actually think it's about like space, because on the Nike tongue here, you can see Earth Mission, Nike Earth Mission, and inside of the padding and the lettering of the shoe is like a space decode type of message. So I think where they're going with this shoe is traveling in space, astronauts, Mars, and all that other stuff. What I took was a cartoon, but what they made, I think, is space. So however you want to flip it, however you want to put it, it's your world, it's your imagination, but the style on this is very solid, and I think it's really cool. If you guys have been watching me for a minute now, then you already know the next category that's up. My favorite category, we had the cushion, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. My favorite part about the cushioning setup is the boost that you get off of the ground. In last year's model in the Cosmic uNITY 1, it's more of a court feel type of shoe. But in this one, you get that boost that you get in the PG5, if a lot of you guys had it, and maybe even the KD14. I really like that I'm boosted off of the ground because that lets me know I have more impact force protection. Just a big fan of being off of that ground. Like I told you guys, I don't like court feel shoes. Nike, man, y'all done did it again. Y'all put my favorite cushioner in it, which is Nike Air Zoom. This has been my favorite cushion for probably the last 2 years, and I want y'all to keep continuing to put it in almost every Nike signature athlete drop, and even shoes that don't have a signature athlete. So if you're a fan of being boosted off of the ground, Nike Air Zoom cushion, soft, comfortable, and responsive type of cushioning, then I would recommend you guys look towards this shoe. I didn't think it would be, well, I kind of knew from the picture it looked a little bit bigger than the first one, but I didn't think it would feel as good as it did, and that's why I got a 9. That's why I can't really give too much description of it, because it's the 9 out of 10 should tell you guys that it is really good. It's just gonna remind you of the KD14, the PG5. So if you like those lines, then you're gonna like the Nike Cosmic uNITY 2. Even the KD15s, even though they sit a little lower, it's still that same really good cushioning setup. The cushion, A1. Moving on to the support, and I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The padding around the ankle bone and the Achilles heel is really nice, as well as the padding in the tongue. As you guys can see the holes in there, that means it's one of these breathable tongues, because you know air comes in, air comes out, etc., etc. Before finishing off with the support, I want to give you guys the only con I felt about this shoe when I first put it on, but it went away over time. When I first put the shoe on, my foot over here started to hurt because of the material they chose with this and this. It's not hard or anything like that, it's actually pretty soft. But I think my foot hasn't been used to being in something like that for a while. So at first, it felt like it was very caged and uncomfortable. But once I put it on for the second time and I went out on the court and played in it, it went away. I didn't feel it at all. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. So if you do feel it at first, it's only because your foot is getting used to this shoe and the materials that's on it feel stiff, even though they're not. But once you put it on like the second or third time, it goes away and you don't feel anything about it. One of my favorite parts about the support is that it is now a mid-top shoe. You know, last year's model was low top, and I don't mind low top shoes, but for somebody like me who's had ankle sprains and stuff, I really like the mid top, and I'm gonna tell you guys, once you tie the shoe to the tightest and you try to roll your ankle, not on purpose, but you know you do that ankle stretch where you lean it to the side, it's not gonna go anywhere. That's why I gave this a 9, because it's just like the Kyrie, how it holds up with me. So my ankle's not gonna go anywhere. And even if I do sprain my ankle, it's not gonna hurt as bad as it would in a low top. So thank you guys for making this a mid top shoe. I love mid-top shoes. So to me, I think this shoe is made for guards and bigs, as well as all types of play styles. Shifty, defender, athletic, just because it has a nice support to hold up if you are shifty. It's got a nice bounce if you're athletic, and it's got a good grip if you're a cutting type of guard or big. And last on the list, we have the traction, and I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. To me, feel-wise, it feels just like the PG5 traction, which is really good, and it is really good inside. Now, the only thing is, I would not recommend you guys play with this shoe outside, because this part, you guys can't really feel it, but I feel like this is gonna weather away very fast. I would give you like a month if you ever play with this outside, and it's just gonna go away. So your 160 is just gonna be down the drain. So I would refrain from playing with this outside. But inside, it doesn't pick up much dust. It's very nice grip, nice sound. Also, I wanna mention this part, that I don't think this has any output of the traction whatsoever, because when I was playing, I didn't feel any type of stop, I didn't feel any type of interruption, I didn't feel anything. So I think it's just there for the aesthetics, which is really good. So it doesn't play a part in the traction at all. So like I said, solid overall traction, but do not play with this outdoors. Wrapping it all up with the tier ranking, I'm gonna give this shoe an A+ rank. I did not expect it to be this good, but I'm grateful that it is. At $160, you get what you pay for, which is really, really good, because there's some shoes out there that charge that much and you don't get what you pay for. Cushioning setup being my favorite, as you guys know. That boost off of the ground, I'm in love with that boost off of the ground, so keep doing that. It's soft, comfortable, responsive, and it protects me, so I really love that. The support of the shoe is what caught me off guard too. The padding around the ankle bone and the Achilles heel, as well as the tongue, and keeping it nice, snug, and safe and secure. And the style of the shoe, I like the prehistoric or astronaut type of vibe that they have with it. So it is a good shoe, an A+ shoe for a reason. I would definitely tell you guys, cop this for this season and ball out. Real quick before I let you guys go, I love interacting with a lot of you guys in the comment section down below, whether it's your feedback, how you feel about the video, whatever the case may be. So I decided, why not have an open conversation? And this is gonna be called NBA Talk, where I choose something out the regular season, off season, just a storyline of the NBA, and we talk about it. And right now we're gonna talk about Kevin Durant. And I'm gonna ask you guys, what do y'all wanna see him play? I had 2 destinations for him. First one, obviously being biased because I'm from Florida, so I'd love to see him in Miami. I was telling my boy Cole, I'm gonna definitely cop us some tickets, you feel me? We all gonna go there and watch him, because I never seen Kevin Durant play live before ever, so I think that would be fire. And my second one that I wanted to see him, but it's probably not gonna happen, which is Phoenix. I thought him, CP, and D-Book would have been a fire lineup, and I think that team would have been a solid team to play with. Right now, I know he's been talking about playing in Philly and Boston, but I ain't really for that. I feel like that to me is kind of corny to play for those teams. I don't know why, I just don't like him on those teams, especially the Philly one. Now that Harden over there and stuff, I don't really like that too much. So where would you guys like to see him play? Why would you like to see him play there? And just let me know down in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning back in. We won't do no KD slander over here, because he could be watching with his burner account. And if you're watching KD, hit me with a like and sub, you feel me? It goes a long way. And if you guys are new viewers and you like what you see, hit me with a like and a sub. It goes a long way. But I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next one. Chauncey, hit us with an outro. I'm going.
Got anything you want to add to it, Chauncey?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, that's the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching today's video. See you next in today's video. Bye.